Yo, is that recording? I mean, it looks like it's recording. That's fine, but this is the bit that just gets sort of left in and we pretend it's going to get cut out, but it doesn't get cut out. It just gets left in. Yeah. So just check your levels on there.
Doing levels and stuff.
Doing levels. I feel like we're sat really far apart.
Well, we're not. We have got someone in with us.
We have. Well, yeah, we're joined today by very special guest, Saule Dead Rio, who he hasn't died. He hasn't died. We are going to be pouring some out for our dead homie though. He's not here at the moment. He's busy.
Yeah, he's doing busy things.
It's fine because we get it. You know, it's difficult to organise very basic things occasionally. I've moved the mic away from my mouth, so
you
no
did
one
a
can hear
move,
what I'm saying. But yeah, it is often very difficult.
Oh, hold on.
Cheers to Saule.
Thanks, Saul.
Pouring some out. For dead homie.
That's the dead homie bit.
Safe.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
The vile.
That was fucking disgusting. Yeah, as you may have noticed, Saule isn't here, so we've made a. Is this? Would you call it? Is this an effigy? What is this?
It's a thing.
It's like a homage, or I don't know what this is.
How do you feel about this, Saul?
Yeah, he's quiet.
He's quiet.
Keeps himself to himself.
He does, yeah.
He always has. He was always like that. No, but to be fair, he's done a double buck. Should we say?
Yeah, he drives for Jap speed now, so yeah.
He drives for Jap speed now. I mean, somebody's got to. Let's be honest.
Somebody has got to, yeah.
But yeah, so we won't be asking the opinions of Saule today because he's not here, and we haven't got a special guest. Although we do have Jamie in the room, so we'll ask for like a female opinion on things. When you need one, because
she won't give it us.
Well, you need a female opinion from time to time, you know, because we do come out with some.
She's more male than me.
All right.
There's your issue we've got.
Male.
So the female, I'll answer the female side of it.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Is that how this is going to work? All right, fair enough. Right, so we didn't really have a huge amount of direction with this podcast, but we wanted to keep them rolling on a monthly basis. But then the more we think about it, the more shit is going on in UK drifting, and you know, although nobody's asked for our opinion, we're definitely gonna.
We've got to give an opinion, really, haven't we?
Yeah. Now we did think about a lot of people asked to have Mitto on as a special guest. We did think about it.
Oh, I still want to. I think we do want to.
We should do. It's just asking him is basically like asking him to drive 800 miles
to come and talk shit.
And although, as you may or may not have seen on the interwebs, he's real good at talking the shit. Almost as good as we are. If not better.
Yeah, I'd say he's better, yeah. Like, he can real shit talk,
yeah,
it's good.
He shit talks from a real, like, high position of integrity, occasionally.
Sometimes.
Not all the time. Dick.
In Japan.
But
in Japan, he shit talks.
But yeah, so we're probably, I don't think have we even asked him?
No, I didn't ask him.
Neither of us have asked him.
Literally, like...
We were thinking about asking him, then we didn't ask him, and then we talked about it on this podcast.
I checked the Carson Performance postcode to here, and then it was like 5 hours to get. I was like, yeah, okay, there's no point.
No.
We'll wait until we're down that way.
Nobody wants to make that journey on a Saturday. Although you've made a pretty big old journey.
No, it's up the motorway.
Yeah, it's
just motorways.
Just 5 minutes.
Yeah, just a strong 20 minutes.
strong 20 minutes. I mean, in that 530D.
530D.
Sorry, is it 535? Oh, 525. Is that legalities or is it?
No. That is what it is.
So it's a 2.5 diesel.
No, it's a 3 litre.
Sorry.
It's BMW, so you know nothing means anything.
Diesel. Sorry. Say again. It's the.
I don't know. It's a thing.
Right. It's a fucking fast BMW diesel, and you've had it remapped, and it's how many burps?
It's done like a whole like 260 burps.
260 burps.
Yeah, like 400 foot-pounds of
wow,
foots.
that is a fuckload of torques.
It does stuff. It'll pull my car well.
That good.
Yeah, that's
because that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Because talking of which, pulling cars, we're gonna try and make as many like I hate using practice days as a
No,
thing.
can we even practice
just-
in the UK anymore?
Well, I mean, it's a good
Can
question.
we? Oh, I don't think we can.
I don't think practicing happens anymore.
No, we don't. Well, we lost Rockingham.
Yeah. Although, I mean, Rockingham's.
Oh, but that's magically came back, hasn't it?
appeared
Really?
again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah, you know when Rockingham Drift Academy loses Rockingham, but then someone else takes over Rockingham.
awkward.
But they're doing public drift. They're going to do drift days by invitation only.
I saw that.
Your car's
saw
got to be
that.
20 decibels.
No, but like real talk though, it was like 90 decibels. I've farted more than 90 decibels. Like,
Yeah,
well,
that's it. Yeah.
it might as well be might as well have been called like, hey, so MX5s, we're looking at you. If you've ever thought about doing a drift, get in contact.
Maybe.
We can learn you to drift.
If your tyres don't screech.
Yeah, if you
Maybe.
I was going to say, like, I'm pretty certain tyres make more than 90 decibels.
They really do, yeah.
I'm probably wrong. I don't fucking know.
But don't worry, because you don't have to queue anymore like you did last time. I mean...
Yeah, that was a weird statement, wasn't it?
that was a weird statement.
I didn't. The problem is because watching this happen from an outside perspective, we're everyone. I mean, you've got to admit at this point in time there is an uncomfortable amount of drift cars for sale down south. It's forced the hand of a lot of people who are literally think, well, I've got nothing. The closest drift day is like 3 or 4, maybe 5 hours away, and if you want to go and have real big boy fun, you've got to think about like Teesside or
Three Sisters
or Three Sisters. Three Sisters is the closest really.
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point.
And
For
that's
some people,
Wigan.
like if you've grown up with drifting down south at like London area, and you've got Liddon Hill and what have you.
Well, you can still drift Liddon Hill for like 20 minutes for like £400.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
I
And
have
it's
heard
wet,
that.
so you know. That's real
Jesus
good fun.
Christ.
That's what you need in drifting.
Oy vey. I mean, wow. I would be probably pretty sad if that's what we were left with down south. But
don't worry, you can go learn to drift now.
we can learn to drift.
But what?
So okay.
No. But you're learning to compete because we don't have practice days. So
Well, that's a good point. I mean, if everyone sort of south of the border has lost the ability to go to regular drift days, then what the if the only option is to then do a learn to drift day up there. And this is another thing. Let's just sidetrack briefly. I've heard that Three Sisters, if you want to drift at Three Sisters and you're not known and you haven't drifted before, you have to take an academy day. Now, this is a separate thing. There's the RDX, the academy, and then there's the learn to drift. Now, I'm pretty confident they do relatively similar things. Am I right in that assumption, or am I completely wrong?
Well, I mean, they'll both teach you to drift. One will be in a well-presented 350Z.
Yes.
The
correct.
other ones will be in something different.
That would be a very polite way to put it. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look. I remember the first year the Learn to Drift car. I think it was driven by Andy Arnott. Well, yeah, it was Andy Arnott, and
He doesn't drift.
it came out. It was at Teesside, and I think Motty was doing the commentating, and compared to everything else on the grid, it was the brightest, most punch you in the face car on the grid, and it did get a lot of attention, and they got a lot of attention as well. I guess rightly so, because it was probably the first time that you were regularly seeing, apart from the Sats Supra, anything that was like, you know, offensive to the eyes to look at. We've tried to be relatively offensive to the eyes with our liveries and stuff, but not like...
Yeah, but I'm not offended in myself looking at that car.
Yeah. But okay, so... Yeah, it's an awkward one. I'm not 100% sure what's going on behind the scenes, and you can only speculate with these things, but it kind of looks like the Rockingham thing went from sweeps and went from all the amazing days that we've had over the past 18 months, 2 years. It's
about 3 years.
3 years.
Literally, you can try anything at Rockingham. It's never going to come close to that anyway.
No, exactly that. And you've got to think, like, I think the last couple of events I was walking around, I think I didn't drive. No, I didn't drive, did I? Because my engine was fucked, wasn't it? Walking around, and I was like, the place was packed. It was packed, like double packed than a BDC event, and there were so many happy, smiley people, from the event organisers to the people driving to pit crews, and just everyone was just... There was no one pissed off because they were trying to compete and had a something stupid happened. If something crap happened, they just sat in with it as a passenger or went and
That's
spectated.
it, yeah.
Because spectating there was probably one of, if not the best places to spectate. I mean, I can't think of any other place where you can sit on the wall. Well, towards the end you couldn't, but you sit on the wall and watch cars smash in at like 80 to 90 miles an hour against the wall. And I mean smash in
Oh, yeah, I've done that, a couple of times, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was awkward. I'm just going to pour some more out for my dead homie.
I'm not, 'cause it's fucking vile. I cannot drink whiskey.
No, this is actually, I don't like JD, but this is JD Tennessee Honey. And for me, it's real tasty. It does burn you internally though, like all fucking whiskey. I just feel better with this in my hand. I'm not an alcoholic, honest.
Saul, do you like JD?
I think he does.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I think he does. Okay, so there are drift days at Rockingham again.
I'm not even counting them. It's fucking bullshit.
But there are drift days at Rockingham again. I've seen what's been written on the old Facey B, and it doesn't look like it's anywhere near what was going on. But then that makes you think about, like, was this a hand that was forced? Were the complaints being made over noise? I mean,
no.
To suggest a 90 decibel limit is
but that's his limit that he has on all. Oh, it's not just one Rockingham venue. That's what he puts on everything.
Right. Okay.
Like,
So
Learn to Drift have got that.
Well, let's break this down. So, Learn to Drift have got multiple venues. So where else do they do? I know is Drift What You Brung one of their venues? Or
No.
No, it wasn't.
They do. I think they do Skegness Stadium, maybe. I think they do Birmingham Wheels.
Skegness Stadium. Why have I never heard of this?
You don't really want to.
Oh, okay.
You call it a stadium. It's an oval.
Is this like Norfolk Arena? The Dust Bowl.
Yeah, pretty much, but in Skegness. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, well that sounds just excellent. So the thing is, Learn to Drift. When you're learning to drift, probably the location isn't the biggest thing in the world, and you're not there for spectators. So really, all you need is somewhere that isn't Street-O, but that is also somewhere safe and big enough to do some skids. So, irrelevant of the places, they've got a few of them, I believe. So there's Skegness Stadium. Where else?
For me to comment, it'd mean that I paid an interest, and I legit don't.
Right. Okay. Well, but there are others.
Yeah, there's others.
So Rockingham, was it something that they acquired? Did they offer? Do you think?
No, I've got a theory.
They gave them a better offer.
No. I've got a theory.
Was it money? Or?
So my theory goes with the fact. So Rockingham's closing down now. Sweeps and other partners have got Rockingham Drift Academy, so they're instantly got to find somewhere to go. They've got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So because they only used one venue, that was their venue.
Yeah.
So they've obviously people have seen now they're now at Three Sisters. Everything's getting retarmacked, so they can use that, which is awesome.
Yeah, looks real good.
So then, Learn to Donut have gone to Rockingham after it got sold and said, we can do this for you. Well, can we do this? Blah, blah, bullshit, blah.
Yeah.
Signed a contract, got the premises. Sweeps and Co. have been kicked out and now gone Three Sisters. Yeah. We can't do what we used to do at Rockingham. Everyone's shit cunts.
Because that's kind of
society.
Don't get me wrong. I've never had a great deal of interest in the Learn to Drift side of things. That's not to say that I don't need to learn to drift, because we all do. Teach me your ways. Teach me. But no, because it's not been a major thing that's interested me. But it kind of almost looks like it's been taken. That's what I'm getting at here.
Yeah.
It looks like it's been taken. Something that was... and the effects, although it's very simple to say, right, Rockingham's done now for Open Drift Days. Very easy to say that's just a statement. But what it's meant is thousands of pounds worth of drift cars south of Manchester, let's call it, are for sale. It's massively affected the price of a lot of things. Cars. There is Santa Pod. Yeah,
but
shout out to Santa Pod.
Santa Pod, they don't run all year round though.
No, and
when it comes up to summer,
the surface, I've done more damage to the bottom of that driving. I mean, bear in mind, I've driven that car all the way to Scotland about 20 times, which is a grand total of about 1,000 fucking miles. And I've done more damage driving one day at Santa Pod off the ground than I did driving all the way to fucking Scotland. But
I mean, it's still good that we've still got somewhere to hold drift days, and that's in Northampton, and that's cool. I mean, if they resurfaced it, amazing, but then it's not going to happen, is it, anytime soon, if ever?
No.
I mean, you've got Driftland Bash now as well, so you can go. Them E36s that used to be really cheaper, and now people ask £2,000 for a fucking shonky thing. You can go smash that into a wall, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
The Bash was good. Like I say, the Bash was good. The Bash looked interesting and fun, and it would have been fun to do with your £500 piece of shit car. But now, them £500 pieces of shit cars are now
£500.
They are not £500. They are £2,000 cars.
They are, yeah. It's a strange one because now the Bash has to basically be MX-5 land, but even MX-5s are demanding higher prices
they really
with the turbo kits and what have you.
Yep.
And don't get me wrong, I do like to watch an MX-5 doing a fast, but they've never really got the oomph unless you've got a fuck ton of turboed ones doing.
Okay.
Someone in the unit doing the pace that sort of a bunch of 325s can do. And don't get me wrong, I don't find a 325 particularly the greatest thing in the world, but they are at least competent. And
yeah, you can do a wheel spin.
Yeah,
and do,
but those
do
cars
a
are now
thing.
minimum £2,000.
Yeah.
IS 200s, yeah, not a bad shout. But again, keeping them on the fucking road though. Their tax bands were the problem there. What, they £380 to tax per year?
No.
Was yours a lucky one then?
Mine was like, cheapy boys.
Really?
Like,
I've known a lot of IS 200s to be scrapped based on that £390 fucking pound tax band thing that they somehow managed to fall under many years ago. So, do you remember when there was Monaros that were like 1,100 quid to tax? Just because they were built and bought at the wrong time. And subsequently they all fucking disappeared as well.
Should we blame Trump?
We'll blame Trump, yeah.
Yeah, fuck Trump.
Yeah, fuck. Or Brexit. We'll blame
we'll blame Theresa May,
We'll blame Theresa May. No deal!
No deal.
Anyway, where the fuck were we up to? Yeah, there's no fucking drift days. And as people probably know, we don't do a great deal of comps at Low Origin. We do a lot of, and again, I hate saying practice days, but it's basically just drift days. It's skid days where you go and hang with your friends, smash around, go home, go at Beefeater.
Do enjoy a Beefeater. I do, yeah. I'm a fan of a
Have a
Beefeater.
drink, fuck off home, and you do it all in one day. Now, this is your problem. Your boy Adam Ivel off of Essex, he's doing fuck all in one day anymore. If Adam Ivel wants to go and do a drift day now, man has got to drive bare.
He's got to go the day before, stay in a hotel, do a drift day, stay in a hotel again, then drive home.
Honestly, we did Poland, right? And Poland was an attack on the body, mind, senses. It was overwhelming generally.
I mean, we were dumb to think we should just go, we'll just drive it and it'll be fine.
I'm not doing that. This year, I'm going to do it in two goes.
Yeah.
I'm going to
do a Germany stop.
Yeah, I'm going to do a Germany stop. I reckon I can drive from here to Germany in one go.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do a sleep in like West Germany somewhere, do a kip, and then do the rest of the following day. Because I feel like I gave myself brain damage by driving all that way. Like I legit lost 3 or 4 days afterwards.
The worst part was when we got off the Eurotunnel though, and then it was just torrential rain. We're like, okay, cool. I guess that's that.
Yeah, and so Jesus Christ.
How did you feel, Saul?
Saul did some fucking pace because he was in the Amarok, and that thing flies with a trailer on the back, and it was real tough to catch up in my piddly little 1.9 Vivaro. Shout out Vivaros.
I just
Dan Pryor, shout out Vivaros.
I just had a Freddy and just wouldn't stop ever. Just
Freddie was like a machine. He just wanted to just keep fucking going. But
yeah, he did. Yeah.
But my point is, it would be all right. That was 22 hours. He was longer than that, but it was 22 hours when I stopped counting hours and felt like I was going to die.
Yeah, tried to think of what time really was. Is it relevant? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really, it was probably we probably needed to stop way before then. But people like Adam Ivel, who's like, Adam's absolutely keen as fuck. He wants to get to as many drift days as possible this year. He wants to go to Poland. He wants to do all the days that we're going to be doing, and that's great because it's great to get out there with your mates and smash around in your cars and have fun. Awesome. But really, where the fuck is that going to happen? And now he's got to like book the day off before to start driving. If he wants to go to Driftland, I mean, unless he wants
I
to
think
be,
it's closer for him just to go to Poland.
It probably is,
Probably.
yeah. I don't think I'd... Well, I would say I'd never consider selling that unless... No, I'd never consider selling it. I bought it to destroy it. But I'd certainly think about sticking it in a fucking garage and forgetting about it for a bit until somebody pulled the fucking finger out and got us like some more events somewhere. I mean, how many... Jamie, do you worked out that how many fucking go-kart tracks are there chilling in this fucking country? There's like a bazillion. Yeah, I suppose.
It doesn't matter though. Like,
is it that you have to find a GP track? So you could work out how many GP, and then you could. Oh well, either way, it's all about time and putting the energy and effort in. I know Ali put a lot of time and energy in trying to find, because he wanted to hold 2 events this year. He wanted one at Driftland, and he wanted another one somewhere new, something that was
impossible.
And
Impossible. It just doesn't happen.
no, it's real sad. And
I mean, I can see us doing Three Sisters as our get out with everyone and hang.
yeah, that's
We've got no other choice. I feel sorry for Danny because Danny's then going to have to
fucking hell. Yeah, Danny, our 4th member at this point, is going to be driving a bazillion, billion, trillion miles now
just to come hang with us. And drive.
Fuck. Like what? I mean, let's just briefly talk about BDC as we met up with Matt Stevens at
we did, yeah.
at the Auto Sport.
The sportings of the autos.
Auto Sport.
Yep.
Had a real good chat with him, and Danny Wyman's looking to do a couple of rounds of the BDC. I think he did. Did he do one last year? Did one round, didn't he? And
No. Well, I mean,
he blew his shit, didn't he?
Yeah, he'd done a gearbox with it in practice, and that was that game over.
Utter sadness. But if Wyman's to like do more events this year, how would he like? So he's got So the first BDC event was, I think we got loads of T-sides, loads of Three Sisters. We've got a Driftland, and we've also got a Buxton. We fucking called it, by the way.
Yeah, we did call that.
We jokingly said, "Yo, 6 fucking rounds at Buxton," but damn,
night fights at Buxton.
Damn, that shit happened. that shit fucking happened. I honestly didn't think it would happen, but yeah, we've got a BDC event, British Drift Championship event happening at Buxton Raceway, which is a relatively small.
If you've got a big rig as well, don't bring a big rig.
Oh yeah, God, you've got 2 cattle grids to go over. One of those cattle grids is created out of scaff bars, which are narrower than every single HGV that has ever been made in this country since 1941.
And you are in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Yeah, I mean buttfuck nowhere is somewhere, but
yeah. This is just
Buxton Raceway is absolutely, yeah. Great. I mean, a big part of me is like, Buxton. Wow, I never thought we'd get to this, but we're here now. And then another part of me is like, yeah,
fucking Buxton.
I mean, it's a ring of steel surrounded by a metre of solid concrete, and then the rest of Derbyshire behind that. It's a real. It's not like concrete barriers. I mean, concrete barriers are fucking hard, but they do move.
They will move. This will not move.
You hit them hard enough, they fucking move. And then water barriers, they don't give a fuck, right? Water barriers, they just move. But the Buxton wall, that is an immovable object. It doesn't go anywhere.
You can clip that and it will just suck the whole car in and kill it.
All these like the Shanahans with their bendy foldy back ends that would just sort of mould to the shape of whatever car they were getting close to. No.
No.
If you hit the wall at Buxton, your car is exploded. It's gone. There's no more. It's
dead. You're looking for a new shell.
Yeah, you're looking
straight
for a
away.
new shell. Even if the back of your car doesn't exist, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
And another thing to consider with Buxton, and I know absolutely none of the BDC drivers will listen to this or watch this.
Or care, really.
But
Because we ain't on about pulling the handbrake on initiation, really, are we?
For like 40 years, Buxton Raceway had red, like speed bumpy looking motherfuckers on the inside edge of the track, and it really pissed off the drifters. We hated them. We fucking hated them.
I mean, people rolled their cars because of them.
No, exactly the opposite. People are now rolling their cars because of the absence of them.
Oh.
You see, what we didn't realise, all these years of complaining about the red speed bumps at Buxton, those red speed bumps existed because they wanted you to stay away from the inside edge. The inside edge of the track is rubble and upended tyres sunk into the ground. Now, the first 3 events, they had 3 cars on the roof in drifting. And that's the first time I've known
Do a
cars
roof entry,
to
mate.
regularly do roofs in fucking years. I mean, I think the last time was Bagsy at Teesside in that S13 that had a new roof miraculously.
Yeah, Daniel Ferry done a roof.
Did a roof at
Driftland.
Driftland. But this was like 3 events, one after another. It was like 3 36s on their roof over and over. And it was because they were now able to start clipping the inner edge. And it only took 1 car to clip a tyre, and the car was on its roof instantly. Like, no fucking around. So that's something that you're all going to have to... I mean, the BDC drivers, they're all pretty fucking good, apart from me. I don't know how the fuck I was still...
Do we class you as a BDC driver anymore?
It's a good question. It's a good question. I mean, 2017 was the last event I did. I did qualify by the skin of my fucking teeth, and I was against Martin Richards, who absolutely wiped the floor with me. It was incredible. I was quite proud though. Like, on initiation, I was on his bumper, and then we initiated at the same time, and I gained on him for about 0.01 of a second, and then his 600 brake horsepower, talent of course, and car and professionalism just left me for dead.
Well, that happened to me at Rockingham. I was like, I'll just follow Martin. It'll be fine. Okay, bye, Martin. Bye. I'll catch you up later.
It's not real, is it? It's not real. It's like well, this is the thing. I think the 2000. I've said this a couple of times, and it does sound like I'm banging on about it.
You are.
The 2013 season was the season that everyone at the BDC was asleep, and me, Joseph Ankers, and Matt won it, and nobody knows how. Driftworks weren't running, and nobody else was running, and a lot of other people had breakages and stuff, but somehow we won it. And then the following year, everyone was like, who the fuck are these dickheads? They've got like 300 brake horsepower turning up with like, they've driven to the events. This is nonsense. Get fucked. And within about, I think it was 1 round, we were dead last. Like, we went from being constructors and Matt winning everything, Joe winning a few rounds, me winning a few rounds, to we were dead last. And we were dead last throughout the entire season. People basically just upped their game massively 2014. And since then, I think the average now, it's like 600 brake horsepower BDC Super Pro is like low power. I think Martin Richards is probably, what is he? Well, he was 600 last time I looked.
It was roughly around about 650, but the clutch started slipping on the dyno. So, I mean, I followed it. It's real fast.
Real fast. But
real fast.
It's not just power. It's the cool shit they've done to those cars to make them fucking grippy and move real good. And another thing about Martin Richards, not sucking his dick here, but and I know the car is actually Phil's, Driftworks.
I think James still owns it. Maybe,
Does he?
maybe. Yeah. I mean, it was James's original car. Like
nice.
When they started, I believe when they started Driftworks. Anyway,
it's fast and it's grippy and it looks good.
Who knew it had Wisefab on the front?
Who knew it had Wisefab? It's almost like you can have the best of both worlds. Who fucking knew, ladies and gentlemen?
Who knew you could put thought into something?
The internet. Imagine if you could have loads of power, loads of lock, and loads of grip, and make the car look good. Fuck me. I mean, fuck me, guys.
So what you mean is fuck me?
Yeah, what I mean is fuck me.
Yeah.
No, look, it's one of those things, isn't it? The standard of driving is incredible these days.
I mean,
and the cars look great. You know, I mean, The Westlake cars on the Origin Labo, they looked great last year. They were, some sky-high ride heights, but I can absolutely forgive it because the fucking...
I don't get how Racing Lod's a real deep kit. Well, how was it so high? How?
I don't know. Maybe it was for gearbox replacements or something. Everyone's on samosas.
Oh, you want
they're on those sick gearboxes, bro.
Yeah,
where
they
you just
do
do
them
this.
sequentials.
Bang, bang, bang through the gears.
You use your hand, mate.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. That's where you fucked up, mate.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You don't use your leg.
I had no idea. Shit.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to black shoes, white socks, black pants. I obviously was asleep when I woke up this morning. But yeah, okay, cool. So, Danny Wyman, he's looking to compete.
Maybe
this
I think
year.
he wants to do Sunderland, which is cool.
Of course, the Nissan factory.
Nissan factory.
Back to where they were made.
I wonder if,
Well, no, actually, no, his wasn't made there. His was
No.
made in fucking Japan. Ours was made.
I can't remember.
Wait, no, yours was made in Japan. Mine was made in Sunderland.
Yeah, yours was. Yeah.
And Jamie's was made in Sunderland. Are you sure? I thought yours was a 180.
No.
Oh my god, that's so shit.
That's so shit.
Have you? Oh, nice. Yeah. Sticker solves all problems. The thing that gets is like when you see like 180 owners and they've put like all the the import bumpers and the 180 bit in the back layer, but you've still got 200 SX written in the quarter class. Oh, that must burn.
Oh man, that hurts.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Okay, so Wyman's doing some cool competition slips.
Maybe, yeah.
And you will be doing.
If I get in,
you have intentions of doing.
I mean, we've got to hope that my car gets through mapping. I stop having gearbox issues. I stop having clutch issues.
Yeah.
I stop having life issues and turbo issues.
Yeah. You got some issues, man. I mean, my car's parked over there. It's been parked there for like 2 weeks now. And I just drive it out, drive it back in, do a burnout, bring it back in. It's fine.
Well,
Real pleased with it.
Mr. Richard Grindrod from Driftworks fame.
Yep.
He's got rollers in his workshop. You know, that's what you have in your workshop. When you're bored, you buy rollers.
Yep.
So
is it a secret that you're now letting out? Are we going to have to edit this podcast?
We won't edit it, and I'm sorry if it was a secret. But, Anyway, thanks for letting us use your rollers to tune my car.
Obviously, Dan is referring to the rollers that he's putting in his hair to curl them at night when... now, are these
when the tuner is in the fridge.
When the tuner's in the fridge. So, are they attached to, like, dyno stuff, or are they just somewhere to where you can?
Yeah, we're just using a brake tester.
Well, no, I was going to say,
what we do.
someone recently offered me their MOT base so that I could run my engine on their rollers.
Wow.
Wow.
But
that'd have been fun, wouldn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
I mean, we can't talk about the curlers in my hair anymore because I don't think it is a secret. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm real sorry. We're not editing this.
Sorry, Rich. Sorry. Also, shout out to Rich for saving my bacon with that fucking Vivaro issue I had. Yeah, that's true. He had an E36.
One time.
Yeah,
but he's got loads of Nissans now.
He's got bare Nissans.
He's got enough Nissans.
Yeah, shout out to Rich. Rich supplies van parts for, I'm pretty certain, loads of vans, but mainly Vivaro. Well, I'm going to say mainly Vivaros because I was like, hey, do you have this part? Some obscure diesel pipe.
They do.
And he was like, yeah, I've got it. I'll get it you now. Meet me here. And I was like, fucking, this is ace because I'd really fucked up.
They're really big in the game of Vauxhall breakers.
Are they?
Yeah. That's.
Is there a business that we can shout out and all 12 people that will watch this can be like, oh my god, that's so cool?
Like Viking, is it?
Viking stuff.
They do Vikings,
Yeah.
Nordic and stuff like that.
So they do Volvos?
Maybe.
I would have assumed Viking would be Volvo, but I mean, I've made lots of assumptions over the past couple of months and been very wrong.
Yeah.
Like Saule would turn up to this podcast.
How do you feel about that, Saule?
He doesn't fucking care.
He doesn't care.
Again, it wasn't his fault. It was in his diary, but it was just on the wrong day. Or
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it weren't his fault. He knew about it a month ago, but it weren't his fault.
No, it's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
Anyway, I don't know nothing about that.
No.
Jamie's just checking to see if it's still recording. Yeah, we're still on.
We're legit still recording.
For fuck's sake. Yeah, okay, so you're doing a drift, a
Maybe.
competition drift for Drift Cup.
if I get a spot, then yeah, I'll go do round 1.
You see, because in an amazing ideal world, despite our mixed feelings about Buxton, it would be amazing if I say all 3 of us, all 4 of us, including Saul, would be amazing, but he might not put it in his diary and he might not be allowed to go. It might just be one of those things that might happen.
He might forget to finish his car.
Might forget to finish his car. His car is behind us with an engine sort of. Yeah.
He took an intercooler off though, so
yeah. I'm sure he'll be
big things.
He'll be in time. But it would be amazing if all of us could be at Buxton, because it's a team event, isn't it? I believe.
Yeah.
So we could be there as like a team.
We could,
and then we could like drift to Buxton as a team.
Like super team.
Yeah, super team.
But we could also just do this at Three Sisters.
We could also just do this.
But I know you like nostalgically want to go to Buxton.
There is some big old nostalgia there. Yeah, the nostalgia of Buxton completely overwrites the hatred I have for the tyre machine situation there.
Yeah, but they'll have the BDC guy there. And
that's true.
I'll shout out that guy.
That guy. What was it? A team.
I don't know.
A line? No, there.
Tyre man does bits.
Super guy.
Changes tyres.
Super guy. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Shout out to him. He'll definitely be there changing tyres, not the...
Because we've got new wheels, so, you know...
Yeah, we got new fucking wheels.
Got new wheels.
Wheels will be here with us soon.
Japan Racing are just making them.
Imagine. We're like getting rid of probably the rarest sets of wheels in the entire country for JR.
Can't wait for my JRs to get here.
Who shot JR? The marketing team. Actually, they did.
They probably did. Yeah.
But yeah,
don't you hate when people also say, "Hey, I've got an 18 by 9.5 J wheel"? No, you haven't. You've got a 9.5 wide wheel. J is the fucking style. Dick. Fuck off, cunts.
No, but
anyway.
I didn't know that. I thought J, like, if it's 9.5 J, I thought J was...
No, J stands for the way it's made, the form of it.
We're learning people every day.
It refers to the bead of it.
We're learning, yeah. Well, I didn't know that. Because
I'm sorry,
what's
mate.
weird about those VSXXs is there's no outer bead.
No, because it's a reverse lip.
Well, yeah, but I don't know either. But there is no... That would make a lot of sense. There's a double J and a single J, but
double Ds?
Bear in mind, I as soon as you put a 225 4018 on a 10.5
not J
wheel, I was kind of assuming that at some point I was gonna debead a tire, and I when I used to do the BDC on a regular basis, I'd regularly, just so I could get some decent chuck, run like 10 psi in the front tyres and never debeaded.
Never ever.
And I kind of always assumed that was going to be a thing. I feel like someone's just arrived outside.
They did do an arrive,
My
yeah.
van's in the way. Jamie, do you want to have just quick look and see if I've done it?
Because we're shit talking.
It might be Wojtek. Yeah, that's true. Wojtek.
It could be Adam. He came back to the establishment.
Well, he
came to wreak havoc.
Adam off of Retro. Is it clear? Are they trying to get past me? They're reversing now. All right, cool.
That's right. Fuck you. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Adam is supposed to be down. Off of Retro Shine. Shout out our 2017 and 18 sponsor who did the beautiful fade.
He did do that, yeah.
He did do a good fade.
Done a fade.
He has retired, unfortunately. So the massive inbox of unread messages
is going to stay unread.
Unfortunately, I know there's a lot of people waiting for Adam to respond to messages, and that's just not going to happen.
I mean, you can give me a shout though. I might do it.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah. What, painting? You don't want to do painting. You want to do fabrication. On that, Dan's going to probably do some fabricatory, sort of mechanic-y,
maybe
weldy, buildy stuff soon.
Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't discussed this.
We'll touch on this later.
We'll probably discuss it on the next podcast. Probably.
Maybe, yeah.
Once we've discussed it.
Yeah, once we've like legit discussed it between us.
Yeah, like a business.
Yeah,
like a proper
like
business.
a real life thing.
Like businessmen doing business.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really involve the internet right now.
No, we can't really. No. I still haven't finished my whiskey. So.
Don't worry, I've got loads left in mine because it's fucking vile.
It is fucking vile. Jesus Christ.
Touching.
Go on.
Touching on What was I touching on? Touching on people's penises.
Touching peepees.
Touching peepees.
Yep.
Silverstone has started to allow drifting.
Really?
I see.
Ooh. Well,
Well,
that's a Middle England sort of a place.
Well, I mean, I don't know how Pro Drift are there. Pro Drift are doing drifting there.
With what's his face? Yogi.
Yogi, and obviously Martin Richards and Tessa and all that do the instructing there. I don't know if they're just doing it purely for an academy venue. They may do public days, they may not. I don't know. Well,
that'd be cool.
But Silverstone what I'm trying to get at is Silverstone has now opened their doors again to allow drifting again, because they used to on the car park, didn't they?
They did, yeah. I mean, I got my off of 2011. I got my pro license at Silverstone on the car park, and I must say, even in the wet, that's a very. I mean, that sounds a totally lame thing to say, but it is a good surface. It's almost like the surface of the car park is similar to the track. Even in the wet, you managed to gather a lot of grip. It was very, very similar to what you could run Rockingham as, actually. And that would be amazing if someone could sort of grab that by the dick and run with it.
Legit just want a car park to drift on.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Just want a car park.
I know it's so...
Any car park will fucking... Just a car park.
Just a fucking car.
Just give me a car park.
Christ.
Peas and rice.
Like, from an international point of view, America must look at us and think, England must be so small. They've got like 3 venues. we do actually have...
4 venues.
4 venues. We have probably got like 1,000 odd venues, but they're all very opposed to drifting. Many, many years ago, there was a gentleman who will probably remain nameless, providing Dan doesn't get angry about it, who went about under the guise of a brand that we won't discuss, went to a lot of really relatively high-end tracks and places, and ran events very badly. I mean, the events were very well publicised, and there was great publicity, and there was, I've even attended quite a few of those events, and the problem was his cleanup and how he'd leave the events meant that he could never go back. And not only he could never go back, but drifting couldn't go back. And that left us with lots of places that if you ring up and have a polite conversation with them about drifting, they just slam the phone down on you. And that's the end of that, which is kind of sad, really.
Oh, well, we're going Poland again, so there's that.
Yeah, we go.
Just go Poland.
We go Poland again. So fuck it.
Yeah,
we could do it in 2 fucking journeys. Well, not.
I mean, we got asked to go to Sweden as well, but that seems real fucking.
Yeah, Sweden and also an Alps.
Yeah.
An Alps.
Oh shit! Yeah, but that was a competition.
I think it's a competition. I don't know how I feel about driving all that way to compete against people who will be taking things
serious,
way more seriously than I've taken in like at least 10 years. Yeah. But yeah. Apart from that, I think we should probably talk about our builds, because we get asked about our builds and where people can find information about our builds, and of course we write nothing down apart from memes.
Stuff. Yeah, memes
on LowOrigin. It's almost a meme page now, guys.
Yeah. Or
don't know how that happened.
Or we'll put a photo up with 90s hip hop lyrics.
Yeah.
As the caption.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot about the photo.
That is basically also a meme.
Yep.
But yeah. Okay. So your car has undergone a huge amount of changes, or probably the most amount of changes it's gone since you put it together first. Your original, so your S15 is now had a straight. Well, it does still have.
Still straight cam. Yeah.
It had a stock straight cam with a bit of head work.
Yeah.
And a TD06 mid-mount. Shout out to all my mid-mount fans. Made some real good noises, that.
Made some good noises,
I'm going to legit miss having a broken car and watching you drive, because the sound of your car was like a real... It stood out from a lot of other cars because of that sound. But alas, that manifold is no more.
It's not Freddie's got it. Freddie will do stunts.
Freddie will do stunts. Freddie will park it somewhere.
Yeah, he'll park it and then probably sell it.
Probably sell it. But okay, so you've moved to a straight cam that's been. It was originally in bits.
It was definitely in bits when I bought it.
Our guy Steve Knott.
Yep. SR man.
SR20 straight cam, and it's a 2.1.9
It's originally built by TDP
Tidapa.
in Ireland, and I got it in bits, and then
Why was it in bits?
There was some sludge in the sump.
Some
sludge in the sump, so it got taken apart. It is basically a breakdown of silicon, which was used as a gasket and
okay,
cleaned it off.
All right. Well, we all make mistakes.
Yeah. So that's Dalton sleeves, 89mm piston.
Dalton sleeves, 89mm pistons. That's
line board.
Those are big boys.
Stock stroke,
so you can rev him.
It could do a rev, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because that's always the thing where you see the stroker kits and you're like, cool.
Can't rev you.
But there is that.
Yeah, just can't rev you. Cool.
Yeah.
So I got to 2.2 the proper way.
Nice.
Nice. 3076 GTX turbo.
3076 GTX turbo. Okay. And injectors. What injectors did you go for? With
Wow.
What injectors did you want to go with and then have to go with?
Well, I wanted to just use like Nismo 740s because that'd be the ideal because I had them. But then my tuner shouted at me and told me stop being a cunt. We need these. And then good old Paul Howard at JDM Garage. There we go.
Shout out Garage.
They actually hooked everything up for me.
Pew, pew.
Sold me some Injector Dynamics 1050s, the new 1050X.
1050?
Yep.
1080p?
On that Circuit Sport rail, and there's a fueling and stuff. And
cool. Well,
yeah.
You've not had it mapped yet?
No. It's
you're having a few teething issues, I believe.
Just fucking clutch and gearbox issues.
Yeah.
Just kill me dead.
I gave Dan my my old gearbox out of my car.
And then I blew that one up.
Then I feel like it was on its fucking last leg.
I'm blaming Nick Seedy. I'm straight up blaming Nick Seedy for that still.
Just bear in mind, right, that gearbox, bear in mind I did like 11 SR gearboxes, 5 CA gearboxes, and then put a Z32 gearbox in, and it lasted 4 years. I mean, that's incredible considering the amount of power. I did fucking 70 odd events on it. It was an absolute warhorse of a fucking gearbox. It would absolutely put up with anything. And then I give it to you.
And I do.
Right, no, to be fair, we did book Poland, and the gearbox developed a crack.
We don't know how.
We don't know why. Gearboxes tend not to crack. They tend to just break. And my gearbox worked, but it had a big old crack in it, and it was leaking blue.
It was doing that.
A lot of blue. It was leaking some blue, and we welded up the crack. We investigated about 0.5% of the overall gearbox. And
that gearbox blew up because Exceedy sent me the wrong release bearing.
Oh!
I'll straight up say it.
You've named them.
Yeah,
you've named them.
Of course I have. I phoned up, asked them what release bearing they needed for what clutch. They told me this certain one. Yep. Fitted it. It bust the box.
I remember this because you'd rang Exceedy directly.
And then they wouldn't sell me the part because I'm not a dealer.
You'd exactly that. You'd quoted the serial number and part number from the clutch you had, which was my old clutch. You then you'd already got a pressure friction plate for it, a brand new friction plate for it. You then asked them for the right release bearing for it, and they gave you the part number. They're like, right, okay, can I buy it? No, you have to be a dealer. All right, fair enough. Seems unnecessarily complicated, but let's do that. Whatever. You then spoke to
Driftworks. Yeah, Driftworks got it for me. Well, I phoned Driftworks and said, I need this bearing from Exceedy. Yep. You're a dealer.
Yep.
Get it for me, please.
Yep.
So they sent it to me. I fitted it. I bust the box.
Right, and it was bust because it was pushing the fingers of the clutch.
Oh, no.
Wait,
the bearing went inside the fingers of the clutch, grabbed.
Oh, wow.
Snapped the end off the, like the clutch sleeve retaining sleeve, and then smashed third gear synchro out of it.
Oh, God, Jesus. So it took the clutch and the gearbox.
It just
see, something as
everything.
Simple as accidentally misquoting a fucking part number can cause, like...
a lot of damage.
A lot of No. But
No.
these things happen. Like you
Not sour
No.
whatsoever.
the
Talking about that, I've now got an Exceedy twin plate clutch in my car, and even that don't fucking work.
So what's your beef with your twin plate?
It don't fucking work.
Right. Elaborate.
You know, like you put the clutch in,
Yeah.
and you try and put it in gear.
Yeah.
It says no, and then it finally goes in gear,
Yeah.
and then you release it, and
Yeah.
you've got about 5 mil of movement before it actually does anything.
Even with adjusting of the pedal.
Everything is maxed out to like I can't get any more throw of it.
Did you try another master cylinder off a Land Rover like people suggested?
Yeah, change that.
Yeah, you changed.
Change
still
master,
no.
change slave, space the release bearing out.
Jesus.
Excuse me. Change the pivot. Killed myself dead.
I feel like there's a
Woke up
combination.
again.
It shouldn't be this difficult. You're running a Z32 on an SR20, right? Which is something I did
Yes.
for 4 years.
Yes.
With the same box.
Yes.
Surely, this shit should just fucking work.
In an ideal world, it would.
I just don't.
I
get
think
it.
you'll make it through mapping. It'll be okay.
You've got the same plate, the same adapter plate that we used to sell.
Yep.
You've got the same gearbox.
Yep.
You've got the same clutch. Well, had the same clutch.
Yep. I don't know why it wouldn't work.
And used it.
I don't know. I've gave up caring. I mean, it goes into gear now and drives forward and backwards. So
So you're kind of semi-good now.
I mean, let's see if it lasts mapping. If it lasts mapping, then cool. If not, then I'm just gonna phone JDM Garage and say, "Yo, I need a new clutch, please," because they sell Extreme. So I'll just use one of them. And then
yeah, I suppose, but just
it's a Saturday evening. I don't want to feel this sad
No,
anymore.
all right, okay. Let's be all upbeat. Let's talk about a success story. So my car. After Poland, I sort of said goodbye to my gearbox and I said goodbye to my engine. They both had a bad time. The gearbox
Real
cracked,
bad time, yeah.
and the engine. I think we worked out that there are two possible causes for the failure at Poland. One cause, which still plagued us until recently, we're using the same block, was a pinhole in the core plug just below the turbo, and I'm talking about a fucking pinhole, like a real fucking small hole, and it would piss out like an atom of a fucking molecule of water, and this shit would let air in, let water in. It would constantly the water gauges would be all over the fucking shop. And it was just generally in a bad fucking place. And AFRs were all over the place. It was generally fucked off. And then another possibility was that the water line going out of the turbo was pinched very badly and had obviously leaked at some point, and that was also a possible failure. That then caused, overheating and then
instant death.
Big overheating. And it wasn't instant death, was it? Because it fucking ran sweet. It was just one of the rods had like egged itself to like this sort of, for the podcast listeners and not the YouTube watchers, I'm making the shape of an egg.
Vision an egg.
It had done an egg, and it was rattling around. It was rattling around like a fucking
a rattly thing.
A rattly fucking thing. Anyway, yeah, and that was the end of that. So we took it apart. I say we took it apart. Dan took it apart kindly.
I did do that.
We got all the parts from JDM Garage.
We did.
Mr. Paul Howard did us a sort out for lots and lots of parts. CP pistons, Manly Boy rods. What are the gaskets? They're made by...
We done Saruda gaskets.
Saruda gaskets, that's it. Big old Saruda gaskets.
ACL
bearings. What else did we get? Those big old bits and bobs. Anyway.
Yeah, we got some stuff.
Dan has kindly built me an engine. What a good guy. What a fucking rock solid guy Dan is.
Saul, do you want me to help you with your engine? He obviously doesn't because he didn't reply.
No, Saul doesn't give a fuck.
He didn't care. He's like, nah, fuck you guys.
To be fair, you can probably see in the background, Saul does actually have a forged engine behind us, which he will definitely put in this year, I imagine.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And, yeah.
Stuff.
Anyway, so yeah, engine, put it all together, put my old turbo back on it. My turbo is a big old long name GTX 3073 HTA RS is the
HTA Gen 2, 4.6, 8, 9.
Yeah.
boost
thing. And yeah, I took it to the only difference this year to last year is we've now got a fuck off big inlet manifold with a big old fucking throttle body, right? We took it to mapping. Also 1000cc injectors. Oh boy.
Also, other thing we changed from last year is we've now got a fuse in the VVT. So we got.
Oh my fuck! Right, no shit, right. So for probably about 18 months, I've like not really talked about ever to anyone how like painful it is trying to catch people off the line. Like, no matter who it was, if it was a 200 brake stock S14, I'd be like, screaming along. And no, I won't do that again. And it was very, very, look at the peaking.
Straight peak, fam.
The peaking duck. Yeah, it would be really fucking laggy. But it wasn't lag. It was that. So we thought my VVT solenoid had died. It was very loud. It was like bang,
John
like
Deere loud.
This shit all the fucking time. Yeah, it did sound like a John Deere, didn't it? Like a big old diesel engine. And so, and we were just like, oh, it'll be just VVT. And then we changed the solenoid. We changed the sprocket. Changed a load of things, and then Greg at ProTuner, it's just like, yeah, I can't get it to fucking rev properly, and it sounds like shit. This is retarded. I'm just gonna have a look, at a few bits and bobs, and then like an hour later, he's like, is there any reason why the fuse for the VVT wouldn't be there? And then I felt like a fucking moron, like. Legit dumbest thing ever. I remember exactly what happened. I was driving to Teesside or potentially Driftland. It was one or the other, and because I used to drive there in the car, the fans stopped working. I was like, all right, great, the fans have fucking stopped working. I'll just keep driving, and the temps started to creep up as they do because it's racing car, yeah, race car. It's creeping along, and I think to myself, right, I'll just nick a fucking 10 mil fuse out of the fuse box whilst driving. So I'm like leaning down into the.
Obviously by mil you mean amp.
Sorry, 10 mil.
Yeah.
10 amp fuse. Sorry, 10 mil fuse. Jesus Christ.
It's okay, Saul.
This is if I had 10 amp fuse, and I just randomly pulled one, and everything kept working. And I was like, oh, it'll be for the lights or the horn or some shit. So I just pulled it out, and I'm on the motorway, obviously. Sorry, no, I'm not.
No, we pulled over.
I pulled over.
Safe place.
I definitely pulled over. I didn't do this whilst driving. Only an idiot would do this whilst driving. Jesus Christ. And I put it into the fuse for the fans. Bear in mind the fans are a 30 amp fuse. They started working, and I did the rest of the journey. And I think I did. I think. Yeah, it kept going for quite a while, and then eventually that fuse popped, but it popped at a convenient time when it was here, and I replaced it with a 30 amp fuse, and then we replaced it with 100 amp relays, and the wiring was replaced because it was fucking speaker wire, because
that's what you use in
I'm a fucking
cars.
moron. But yeah, so unbelievably, I've been driving without VVT for ages. Now that sounds like, well, it's not a big deal because Dan's been driving without VVT for ages. So for my car was mapped to have VVT, so there was this big hole in the map where I'd try and pull away, and unless I was like spinning like fuck, like on power, like
straight away,
big,
like instantly,
it just felt like it was beyond laggy. It wasn't lag. It was like
flat as fuck.
Yeah, it was like ooh, rap. I did do it again.
Yeah,
Peaked.
he did it. Yeah,
peaked.
Straight peak, fam.
But yeah, so. New engine. Obviously, I needed a new gearbox at this point, so I sourced a Z33 gearbox. I wanted to play with some ratios this year. I wanted to see if I can make it undrivable, which is essentially what I've done. I now have a 4.3 Nismo GT two-way diff. Awesome. With the 6-speed Z33 gearbox. So I'm hoping I can do 80 miles an hour in sixth gear. Maybe
hopefully.
If I'm lucky. Fucking idiot. That'd be ace. No, but I'm very aware that the Mayhem event. See, I've done this planning on doing Mayhem events. Of course I can't.
Don't.
Watching Nakamura at Baihoku or Mayhem, actual Mayhem, not not Rockingham.
Not fake Mayhan, real Mayhan.
You know, there's things like running a 4.6 diff and you know,
Juju on the beat runs a 4.6 diff.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to see what it would be like to really push ratios further that direction. And I'll probably fucking hate it, but
it's done now.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, and apart from that, I've gone for some new wheels as well.
We touched on them Japan racing wheels that are coming.
Yeah. We probably we won't mention.
No.
We won't mention.
No.
Should we mention where they're coming from?
Well, obviously they're coming from work, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, of course they're coming. Obviously,
via the kind people at Driftworks who have done us some amazing reach arounds.
No, didn't we give them the reach arounds?
I think we gave them the reach arounds.
Yeah. We gave lots of reach arounds.
Yeah. So the VSXXs have sold. They're going to a lovely guy down south with an S15 Rocket Bunny, which doesn't look terrible.
Until you open the bonnet.
Why? What's under the bonnet? Oh, it's that V8 twin turbo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, your new VSXXs will be here soon.
Yeah, my new VSXXs. Oh boy.
Just straight to replace them.
Yeah. But yeah, it's nice to see that there are. I did kind of worry because I seem to get like a load of people who like either wanted just the fronts and they wanted to run the fronts on the back, or like nobody wanted the rears. No one could like deal with a minus 27 offset wheel that was also an 11J. J. Sorry. I'm so ignorant.
How fucking dare you!
11-inch wheel, 11-inch wide wheel. So. I kind of started to worry, but then this dude with this Rocket Bunny was like, "Yo, my car my Archers can consume that shit, no problem," and he's bought them straight up. So yeah, they are gone. You have gone for some other wheels as well.
Yeah.
Which again, we're not going to talk
just because they're from work.
Because they're from work. But it has meant you're going to be going for for the first time on your S15, a front fender wideness.
I have, yeah. I'm not happy about it, but they don't.
I don't blame you. It was a good look. The S15, I don't think lends itself. Its lines don't lend itself to
a wider arch.
Yeah. I don't blame you, but at the same time, needs must, and swiggity swag wheels will.
It's meant I've been able to go for a wider front tire and a lower offset and.
Yeah, and probably some more camber, maybe on the front.
No, same, but different. Same, but different.
But yeah, apart from that, we're looking to finalise the livery probably now.
Yeah, maybe yesterday.
Now you know who you are.
Now.
Finalise it now, please.
Now, is it on the car yet?
How
about now?
And
now
we're going to be releasing a load of new merch, a load of new designs on the store for stickers, and may even start releasing some actual products to buy that aren't just
gimmicks
and crap. No,
that's no.
Please go to our store and help us afford to drift. That's terrible. But no, that is a fair point. The store exists so that we can afford to do this because it is quite costly. But we do, finance most of this, almost all of it, ourselves through the love of through the love of yellow to pink to purple fades and shit
and stuff.
But go to the store and
buy stuff
and fucking
so I can feed myself because I'm real fucking hungry.
Yeah, and like and subscribe and all that shit
and click the motherfucking
to the
bell.
YouTube. I mean, if you're watching this on Facebook or you're listening to it on the RSS link on whatever the fuck it's called, on SoundCloud or on the old podcast, do us a favour, just stop and go to YouTube because we need the views. I'll be honest, we really need the fucking views.
Give us the views.
Give us the fucking
views.
There's another video about Saule's new clutch as well from who's his new clutch from?
HKS CG.
Is it CG?
No.
It's not CG. It's competition clutch.
Yeah, CC competition clutch.
CC, not
CC, senor.
CC, senor. Competition clutch. There's a new video that will be out probably just after this one about Saule and his clutch that we recorded the other day.
Which he's not going to fit because the engine's not going in.
Because he's not here.
Because he's not here.
Nah, he will. He'll do it. You're
going to do it, Saule?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got one of our new visors.
Yeah, he's got one of them. Yeah.
You know, these are available in the store. The fucking camera will have gone off. You know, I'll be like talking to fucking no one.
Just literally no one.
Yeah, these are available in the store. Thanks, Saule, for modelling that for us, and just keep your mic.
People are fucking struggling to hear you, so keep it close.
His mic etiquette is really bad. Just get it close to your fucking mouth for crying out loud.
God damn.
Anyway, what are we at now? About an hour and a bit. We should probably just shut the fuck up and go.
Yeah, fuck off, guys.
We want to go to fucking Nando's or Frankie and Benny's or some shit. And we should probably do that. So
yeah, I'm doing hunger.
Yeah, see you soon. Like and subscribe. Fuck off. We'll probably have a guest on next time.
Maybe, hopefully.
It might be Mitto, depending if he's seen this and decides that he actually wants to make the 10,000 mile journey up here to chat shit with us. Hopefully Learn to Drift will have a good old think about the rules and regulations that they're...
Oh, you're assuming that... No, I'd still feel... It'd feel weird going to that a day, knowing that it's not sweeps, not sweeps behind it.
There is that. There is
I know drifting is drifting, but it'd still feel weird.
Yeah, I feel like a Mayhem day organised by anyone else.
No, it's just not a Mayhem day.
No.
It's not a...
Come on, Sweep. We saw Sweep's Autosport and he was like, I'm in. He's taking a sabbatical or whatever. I'm like, no Sweeps.
No, you're not.
No Sweeps.
You're not.
We need you. With all the people who've currently put their drift cars for sale right now, they fucking need you. They desperately need you. Just go on Marketplace on Facebook and just look at how many like south of Manchester people have just
sold their shit.
Put their shit up for sale. Yeah, there's some good bargains about at the moment as well. But where the fuck are you going to drive them?
Exactly. On that note, S15 for sale.
on that note. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So fuck off. I should really stop telling people to fuck off.
Why?
Yeah.
They'll be all right.
Yeah.
They're
fuck them.
okay.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Fuck them. Feed them rice.
Yeah. And we'll like I said, we're going to try and keep doing this on a monthly basis. And we'll hopefully get someone on to do a guest appearance
and talk about some other shit.
Yeah. So in a bit. And
peace.
Shit. I didn't clap at the beginning.
Oh shit!
I never clap. I clap at the end. I clap at the end.
Yeah. Wait.
You clap. It's irrelevant.
Done.
Fuck. Trying to not create liable situations or having people get genuinely